Randy Whiting out there during the eclipse at the National Science Center. Real good. That was the guy that, told my old man. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I was too young. I'm pretty sure they hit all the rent payments and stuff before they decided to kick us out and make some hunting cabin for them to live up there on the hill where we used to live. But all I know is that asshole standing out here during an eclipse. I mean, what were you going to be doing at the National Science Center? There wasn't anything else to do except for look into the sky about an eclipse. I mean, everybody else was working at the time and actually had something to do that they couldn't be fucking stargazing out there. And you sure as shit ain't James Webb's or Parker over there orbiting the goddamn sun when it comes around to where Randy Whiting, John Agazel, and Dave Keller were supposed to be. I have never met them personally. I've lived in this town 36 years. I've never seen any good content from the websites or any of the Hancock. I've never seen them out there speaking, leading an issue, or have a reason to do it other than, to sit in a bureaucratic office for a moment and pretend that you're big shits for a certain degree inside of here, like you're worth anything beyond the civics duty that we could AI. Or why I should trust you to pick some a regional official that's just going to tell them, well, I need, $220,000 a year from 220, and I guess I'll be okay with kicking out for something like that. Seeing it's just right under you in the paper, I'm sure you'll tell me, oh, they're not relative or in binds to the budget of your Excel system of probably what you should do. This month on DOT, we had the pay. That's always the pay. Then there's the models of any arborized additions to that notation and what the fuck they were for in the mentions, whether it be the town in the sewer and water or if it's the village in the sewer and the water, and how you went about reorganizing those meetings every once a month and how, again, you're going to conduct yourselves in those fucking meetings. That is the kind of ridiculous shit people are pissed off about when it comes to whether Pelosi or Pecosi was right. I don't know if that's her boyfriend. I didn't see an ad in the paper for a part-time state trooper. I don't know how fair you're being. When did people in town have to describe it from the minutes to figure out whether the cop that you're going to hire is right here? What channels did you go through to make sure it was board fucking certified, whether law or otherwise, that you did what was necessary before the civilian got involved with this to actually fucking catch it in the box? I can understand, what was the point with the canine unit, guys? I mean, honestly, you bought a canine unit car here, but you couldn't control somebody to actually train a dog to find pot and drugs in the other ones, and yet you wanted to pay them something or give them grants or... I noticed all the money again went back short of the $2,000 and how they'll have to do the books to make sure it goes back, even though there was a what did you call it here? A blind donation or which brings into the question why the fuck anybody would blindly donate anything into anything, consider that would be a tax write-off as far as what you did. Right? You donate to a police thing, that's a tax write-off that you can do because it's a charitable donation. So why would you remain anonymous? Names and numbers are relative to GPT scorekeeping here. It's really freaking important. We got Hancock Central School Board here changing meeting schedules. I don't know why. That's the kind of issues that we really need to be looking at instead of some fucking stray cat issue out there or some goddamn Zillow program that isn't really ours. Maybe we shouldn't have had Zillow as a business inside here or the Airbnbs the way they were, seeing that at some point in time we're going to have to handle manufacturing labor. We don't have an industrial parkway here. Eventually, we will lose our people short of being a tourist town. And how exactly is the grocery store supposed to support itself on the fly fisher trade? That runs from that whole freaking river and all the fly fishing torps to it. I understand that that's there for you, but what about the loggers? What about people who already been here? What about the school teachers? What about our opportunity to integrate ourselves as a military training facility? No, they don't want to integrate those things because probably the assholes in the stone mill are too afraid to actually utilize their work sites for data mining rigs for potential of, I don't know, Small water treatments in the stone mill probably do well for the dot plot while integrating them into the water treatment system. No. Well, how about the bookkeeper score of financial crimes, so why people shoot themselves in 13 DNA markers? Perhaps, and maybe, just fucking maybe, it would come down to a real simulator here as far as the trustees and what exactly you're fucking worth.